What's up, guys? On today's video, we're talking about why your strategy works out, but you don't see it through. You don't let it work out for you. And I'll be giving you guys a few points on how you can improve on that and reduce affecting your strategy's progress. Sorry about my baby. So my niece came to the party to say she wanted to shoot content with me today. So bear with us. So just listen anyway. I'm giving you guys relevant messages on this video. So the first point is you don't follow your strategy consistently. When we mean consistently, we mean day in, day out. We mean one loss to one win, to another loss, to another loss, to a win. Whether you are losing or you are winning, you are not stopping the strategy. You are using it the same way it is, not changing any variable in it, not changing any aspect of it that you feel is not working fine because of you are losing. Now, this can still be a misconception that people can have. How do I mean by a misconception? I mean, you might be having the mindset of following your strategy consistently, but something might be wrong with it. Listen carefully. Something might be wrong with it, but you might feel that, okay, let me just continue following my strategy blindly. The difference between following strategy blindly and following it consistently. When you're following it blindly, what you are doing is there's something wrong with it, but you don't care to correct what is wrong with it. In the first place, this message I'm passing now is not for who is not sure about his strategy yet. That's why they always advise that you use a demo account to test out your strategy and you are sure that it works out in your favor before you start funding a live account or getting the problem account. So the first advice is this: for you to be sure about the strategy, you have to test it out on a demo account, and you can see that it can steadily grow an equity curve for a particular amount of time, either 2 months, 3 months, depending on how long you have to test it out. And try different account sizes also, $1,000 account, 10,000, 5,000, depending on how you can fund. So when you are sure that this is the approach I'm using, this is the system I'm using, and I used it to take out 5% of profit from the market using 0.5% risk, I used to take out 10% of profits this month on a demo account, you are sure of that. Then when you now take it to a live account, you're trying to just replicate that same exact steps and process. So there's nothing like changing it because you're not in a live account or a live trading environment. There's no difference between what you would do on a live trading environment and what you should do on a demo account, just emotions. So if you are following it consistently, what you are doing is you are doing the same thing you did on a demo account, but trying to manage your emotions now, because when you are trading live money, fine, you will start feeling a type of way in terms of your emotional management and things like psychology will start affecting you. But my point is, because you have a blueprint that works on a demo account, don't change it when you are not in a live account because you are feeling a type of way from emotion. Now, that's the first reason why your strategy is working, but you don't allow it to work. The next reason why the strategy can be working, but you don't let it work out, is your risk management. Your risk management might be broken. How do I mean by that? What I mean is, for example, if you backtest your system and it gives you about 40% accuracy for a 3-to-1 system, in your mind you know that you'll be losing more than you are winning. Obviously you lose 6 out of 10 trades, but you win 4. Now the only time you are going to make out profit from that system is when you follow strict risk management. If you take a trade today and you win 3R, and on your next trade you now feel hyper about your accuracy because you feel that no, I should win the next trade, and you now size up your positions. You risked 1% of your last trade, but in your next trade now you are risking 2%. What does that leave you with? If you lose that next trade, it means that you would have lost 2% on that profit you just made. Also, if you size up for example to 3R, let's say you won 3R in the last trade, you now size up to 3% in your next trade because you want to make profits. Basically you can lose that trade, then go back to break even. The strategy can be working for you fine, but because you don't have a good risk management system, you might not see growth on that strategy. So all you gotta do is make sure that you are keeping your risk management very, very consistent with using the same strategy over and over again. Now, the next point that will make your strategy work fine, but you end up not still being profitable, is over trading. Now, what do we call over trading? Over trading is when you are taking more trades than you plan per period. What do I mean by per period? I mean, over trading is very, very subjective to your system, my system, their system. Not this system works for everybody. No. If your system is a scalping system, it means that you will take about 2 to 3 trades in a day, if not more than that. But to you, that's not over trading. But if you are looking at my system that allows me to take about 4 trades in a week, that means you will feel you are over trading if you take 4 trades in a day. So you have to understand your system, so you can be sure of what is over trading to you. If in your backtesting sessions you have seen that you can take 3 to 4 trades in a day because you are a scalper, just follow your system and expect to see 3 to 4 trades in a day. Anything that makes you start trading 7 trades in a day with a 4 trades in a day system, it means you are now over trading. You get the concept? So it's not a matter of because you're taking 5 trades or 4 trades that now makes you over trading. No. Or because this person is taking 2 trades, you're taking 10 trades. No, it's not that way. Everybody's system is peculiar to what they have backtested and studied. So I can be taking 5 trades in a week, but you can take 5 trades in a day. That differentiates our system. My point here is that your average trade in a day or in a week, once you start taking trades more than that, because maybe you are losing or you want to make something back or you want to achieve a particular target, that is now what they call over trading. So that can affect your strategy's accuracy if you don't limit the amount of trades you are taking to what you already planned. And the reason why your system might be working but you don't allow it work is your psychology collapse after losses. How do I mean by psychology collapse? I mean, for example, now if you have a system that takes 3 trades in a day, or no, let's use a week. Let's say you can take a system that takes 4 trades in a week or 5 trades in a week. Then after your first 2 losses or first 3 losses, you start feeling psychologically down. You start feeling like you're not good enough, or something is wrong with your system, or maybe the market is not favoring you this week, or things like that. Then you now start making your decisions based off of that feeling. You start saying, okay, since I've traded till like Wednesday, let me just leave the rest of the week. Let me just let Thursday and Friday slide. Let me just go out to the chart and let me go and back test. Let me not take any trade again. Let me just avoid the market because of you have been losing since on Monday. Guess what? On Thursday and Friday is when Father Christmas will now come. On Thursday and Friday is when they will now share money in the market. What do I mean? I mean, on Thursday and Friday, you might now see a setup that will now give you more money than all the losses you have made from Monday to Wednesday. You can even do a system that you can take loss from Monday to Thursday, then on Friday you make all the money back. But because of you have already timed out your sessions, you have said, okay, I'm not trading again till next week, let me just let Friday slide. That Friday you are making your decision based off of psychological timeout. You are feeling low, let me just take a break. Then guess what? On Friday will now be the biggest trade of the week. So the reason why your system might be working and you are not making it work out is because you cannot see it through, whether losses or wins, good or bad days. Every day you are appearing there, whether it's boring, whether you are losing, you keep appearing, risking the same amount of money, following the same system over and over again. And the reason why your system might be working but you don't let it work is this: you don't accept drawdowns. Now, what is drawdowns? Everybody experiences drawdown at one point in time of their trading career, whether you are trading a big account or a small account. For example, you're starting your account with $10,000. At some point you might go below $10,000. That is drawdown. You might go to 9,500, 9,700. That is drawdown. But if you feel that drawdown is not part of the game, when you start experiencing drawdown, you start feeling unnecessary emotional pressure, unnecessary psychological mishap. You start feeling restless that God, I'm already in drawdown. How can I get out of drawdown? You start feeling like you are not going to be able to leave that drawdown. And at that point in time, you start reacting based off of that drawdown feeling. You start taking bad decisions based off of loss, based off of feeling down. You get my point? So this lesson should make you understand that whether you are in 2% drawdown or 5% drawdown or 10% drawdown, depending on the kind of account you're managing. It's a matter of accepting your system and believing that it will take you out of that drawdown. It was what brought you into the drawdown in the first place. Because it has an edge, it will take you out of the drawdown. So just stick to it through thick and thin. I was trading an account at one point in time, and I went down to drawdown about 9% on that profit account, and I had the last trade to blow the account. But guess what? That last trade revived that account from that 9% in drawdown into 5% in profit. So if I could still withdraw 5% of that account, it means that I just have to believe in my system that drawdown I was in, that was 9%. It's a matter of time, I will come out of it. Though it was critical, but the point is, if I don't trust my system, I would have never left that drawdown, because I would have overtraded, or I would have done one decision based off of psychology, basically. Now, another point is you chase perfection instead of execution. How do I mean by that? What I mean is, this trading PA, I'll tell you honest truth, you can only get better, you can't be perfect. What do I mean by perfect? You can't predict exactly where the market will turn every day of the week, every day of the month. So what do I mean? I mean, you need to start accepting that there will be mistakes. You will make some kind of flimsy entries. You get? So forgive yourself for those type of mistakes, and don't chase perfection. Just chase to be very good at what you do. Chase to be better than yesterday. Chase to be able to grow an account steadily. Stop chasing all these Instagram lifestyle kind of trades that you want to just do home runs every time, 10 hour, 100 hour, 50 hour, 25 hour. Yes, you can do those home run kind of trades, but how often do you do those home run trades? That's the question. How often can you do them? So why not just chase what is consistent over and over and over in a long period of time, than chasing what you just make once and you can't get it again? It doesn't make any sense. So that will affect your strategy working out in your favor, because you start forcing it to do what it's not built to do, basically. Another point is, obviously, you break your strategy rules, meaning you are trading outside what you planned. Once you write a plan, a trading plan, anything that makes you trade out of that plan, you have broken your trading rule like that, and your system cannot save you if you keep breaking your trading rules. You get? So once you have a system, you arrange a trading plan for that system, for that account you are trading, you are trying your best to always stick to that trading rules, because they will save you blowing the account, they will save you from drawdown, they will keep you out of drawdown, they will help you come out of drawdown in case you are in drawdown. But it's when you start tweaking your rules because of you are feeling a type of way, that you will remain in those drawdown and be stuck there. Your system says you should take 2 to 1, then guess what? You start taking 5R because of today gold did 5R. Tomorrow you now forget your system that okay, I should do 2 to 1. Then it now does 2 to 1 and hit your stop loss. Then it now does it for like 6 back-to-back trades. Then you now start thinking again that, oh, since it's doing 2 to 1, let me now go back to 2 to 1. Then that day it now does 10 to 1. You see, you start becoming restless, doing this one today, tomorrow do that one. So once you don't have a system that you can follow, regardless of what market is doing, you are not a trader yet. You get? Whether your system is 3R and market is doing 100R, that does not concern you. If your system is 1 to 1 and market is doing 10 to 1, it doesn't concern you. If your system is 10 to 1 and market is doing 2 to 1, it's not your own trade. Your trade is the one that does 10 to 1. Wait for the trade to reach 10 to 1. Don't close that TP. Don't close that profit. You get? That is your system. You have backtested it. You trust it. That's what will save you. You get the concept. So when you start tweaking your trading plan, you end up breaking your trading rules. Then the system cannot work for you anymore because you have broken the edge in it. Now, another point that can make you stuck in, you expect fast results basically, or you are not patient enough. There's what everybody experiences in trading called drawdown, and that drawdown period, you don't know how long it will take you. That's the honest truth about it. I can tell you that my system can do 6 losses back to back, but I'm not still sure, because those 6 losses is just my system's accuracy. Me as a trader, I can still make my own mistakes, maybe in my execution, maybe in my missing of trades. You get? I can have a system that does 6 losses back to back before it does 1 win, 2 losses, then 6 wins. Guess what? What if I was not around to take that 1 win after that 6 losses? it means I will now rack about 8 losses because of I will take the first 6 losses, I will miss the winning trade, I will now take the next 2 losses. So now the 8 losses I will now make. You get? So you have to be patient enough to see that system do those drawdowns, see it come out of drawdown, and see it hit your take profit or hit your profit target for that account. So it won't happen in one trade, it won't happen in one day. That's your honest truth. It can take you a month to leave a particular amount of drawdown. It can take you 2 months to make a particular amount of target. You have to be patient enough to see it through. You get? So another point that is very important is this, that can crown everything up for you: journaling. You fail to journal. Now, your system can be the best in the world, but if you don't journal yourself, your trades, you're wasting your time. It's just like you are doing something and you don't care about the growth of that thing. You can use the system today now that the market condition can favor that system, but once you start entering a different market condition, you start noticing that the system is not performing well again. Now at that point in time, if you don't have a backup journal to go and study what you normally do that makes it work out for you, then you now enter a regime where you are not really familiar with. You don't even know where to go and correct or check or make some kind of adjustments. So you see why the journaling is a very, very important part of trading, because once you have those trades recorded in your past files, you can go back there and check it. Okay, what did I do that day that made me win that trade? Oh, I closed the trade with serious profits. I held it like 7-1. Oh wow, the market was trending that time, that's why. Okay, once you start looking at this information, you start noticing that, oh, I can try to apply this in my current market condition. You have a journal that you have written those things down, you studied those things. Okay, this is the reason why this is happening currently. You now know the next step to make that will now help the strategy now get better and better as you go by with your trading. So with this point, I believe that if you can pinpoint where you are making a mistake in everything I've said, all you need to just do is go back to your board, start looking for how you can edit your mistakes, correct where you are getting it wrong, stop doing some kind of mistakes, and keep very strict rules that you can follow, easy and strict. Don't make it something of a very long list that you know that you will not keep. I try to make my trading rules very little, about 5 trading rules or 6, because I know that once I start making the list very long, I can't keep to everything. Be serious with yourself, be genuine with yourself, be honest with yourself. If you can keep 5 rules very well, it's better you keep that 5 rules and having about 10 rules and you cannot even keep 7. You get the concept? So please go to your board, look for where you're getting it wrong, fix it, then you can face your trading week this week. Like I always say, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, and you can hit the link in my bio to join my Telegram channel and trade with me. If you need mentorship or you need signal services, or you want to just ask a question personally, you can hit my link in my bio so that you reach out to me. I'll be sure to reach out to you guys back. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope your trading week this week goes fine. Thumbs up.